288. That's catering and barbecue. That's where they cook by faith and not by sight. Mississippi Hardware, the big orange builders with clean lots, inside even cleaner stores. Whether you're a contractor or do-it-yourselfer, look no further than Mississippi Hardware. Great products and quality service at the norm in Mississippi Hardware. Products such as electrical products.
Man, how y'all day been today?
Pest control products such as all different sizes with bolts and screws, household products such as brooms and mops. They also make keys at Mississippi Hardware. Much more. Right here in Jackson, 601-981-36.
That's the thing we're talking about right now.
Or in Clarksville, Mississippi, 515 North State Street, 662-624-4422. That's Mississippi Hardware.
I ain't gonna see.
Stop going to tax offices, just do taxes. At TCL Financial and Tax Services, they don't just do taxes, they know taxes. Stop going to tax offices only open 4 months out of the year and nowhere to be found after April 15th. TCL is open year round just in case you need them. They have 4 locations to gladly serve you. 2 in Jackson, 1 in Byron, and 1 in Canton. You can give them a call at 601-922-2TCL. That's 601-922-2825. Or visit www.tclfinancialtaxservices.com. And remember, at TCL, they don't just do taxes, they know taxes. Hometown barbecue, home of the Fat Man Burger, hot lunches and service daily. Catfish, buffalo, pan trap, shrimp, chicken breast, chicken pork chop,
have you introduced Mr. Preston yet?
Smoke sausage, red roll sausage, Philly steaks, all dinner and served with 2 sides like turnip greens, baked beans, candy yams, green salad, potato salad, corn, collard, black-eyed peas, lima beans, okra, fries. They also offer chili cheese fries and hot tamales. They will even cater any event. The hours are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Friday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're located 3152 L McEvans Boulevard in the Delta Mart Shopping Center. Call in directly at 601-981-6606. That's Hometown Barbecue, home of the Fat Man Burger, extra heat and cool. Your home and office best friend. They're licensed, bonded, and insured. Pick up their phone and give them a call at 601-337-1592. For their self.
All right, sorry about the little mix-up, just a small bump in the road, but now we're back on smooth pavement. I am your host, Sarita Lakim. You can catch me here every second and fourth Wednesday, along with my guy Brian. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Sarita.
Good to see you, honey.
Man, I know y'all miss me out there, man, but I'm back on the Bob Black Jackson show. And we're ready to give y'all some insight on Jackson, what's going on. Got my girl Sarita here. She got a special guest online that's going to really share some important stuff about one of our favorite establishments in the city of Jackson, Churchill Smoke House.
Smoke Shoppe.
Smoke Shoppe. I'm sorry, y'all out there.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
So first, go ahead and give us a small introduction of who you are, sir.
Okay, well, my name is Preston Powell III. I'm one of the principal owners here at Churchill Smoke Shoppe. We have several partners, Richard Earl, Anthony Duckworth, Martin Perkins, C. Darren Neely, and a host of other people who were involved in the shop to help us get this thing established.
Right on.
A little history in the cigar business. Most of this transpired from one of the original cigar shops in the state of Mississippi, Havana Smoke Shop, where we cooked at a private club there in that cigar shop in the state of Mississippi at the time.
Yeah, y'all hear that? That's impressive. That's groundbreaking, to be the first shop, especially as black owned in the state of Mississippi, especially a city that's 85% black. And to think that these guys was groundbreaking and monumental in starting the first cigar shop. And that's important because we need places like this and places where blacks could gather and talk and work on each other, talk about ideas and relaxed setting. That's pretty good.
Well, in the past, cigar shops has a tradition and an image of where the elite seem to be. One of the things we did when we decided to open Churchill is try to make it an every person shop. The original cigar smokers in the city wasn't a lot of black people smoking at the time.
And not even women either.
No, it wasn't a lot of women. In fact, the fastest growing population of smokers in the country is black females. So it expanded that much. And of course, now, you have and I don't mind advertising other shops. You have Downtown Cigar Shop, you have Tranquility, you have several other little cigar shops. The Ash,
yep.
Yeah, I forgot that they changed the name. So you have several shops that are here in the city now, which, you know, please take the opportunity to support everyone. But from the beginning, it was seen as something that was elitist. But now it has come down to it's a common person, every man's thing. It has gotten caught up into the hip hop culture a little bit, and you know now it's like it's a fad thing. But even though it's a fad thing, one thing we like to say is that you know, smoking cigars is not a hobby; it's a lifestyle.
Right.
And you know, if you choose to participate in that lifestyle, you know, there's some things about it that we would love to teach you and love you to participate in.
So give us a little briefing about some of the cigars that you sell. Well, we sell at Churchill.
Some of the cigars that we sell.
Some of the cigars
wow.
and products that we sell.
Actually, Churchill, we have over 300 faces. What a face is a different brand of cigar. You're talking anything from La Flor Dominica, Rocket Patel, 708, GTO, JFR. You name it, we got it. If we don't have it, we will get it. I mean, one thing we do at Churchill is we do have we call it a boss section. Boss stands for Black-owned cigar shops. Smoke shop, Black-owned smoke shops. BOSS. And those vendors are Soul Brother Cigars, Emperor Cigars, Drunken Chicken. These cigar shops are owned by black cigar vendors. And so we got a whole section of the shop, a whole humidor dedicated to black cigar vendors.
Yeah, right on, man.
So what cigars sell the most, other than the Groovy Blues, because that is most known amongst women and some men.
Yeah, some guys.
So
like
what are some other best sellers that you would recommend?
708. 708 is an exclusive to Churchill. It's they carry a brand of Dominican cigars, and GTO. Those two are very popular. From the Hypnotic to the Mandinga. Those cigars most people can get from a mild flavor all up to a full body cigar with the Mandinga.
Gotcha. Man. That's pretty good, man.
Now, what are the hours of operation?
The hours of operation, Churchill is open 7 days a week. Anywhere from weekdays, Monday through Thursday, from 1 p.m. to 12 p.m. And Fridays and Saturdays from 1 p.m. to 2 a.m.
All right, we have a caller.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, y'all talking about the guy in the black place. Where's this place at? Give us the address, the phone number or something. Y'all ain't said nothing about where the place is here in Jackson.
We are so sorry, Preston. Where are we located?
You know, we like one of those things, you know, but Churchill is located at 1198 Lakeland Drive in Smithfield Baseball Stadium.
Hey, I mean, you're right. I thought everybody knew what Churchill was.
1198 Lakeland Drive.
Now, also keep in mind, though, you can kind of get lost if you haven't been there before. So once you get to the stadium, that street is cool, Papa Bell. You would turn in at the stadium and come all the way to the back on the right-hand side. It's ducked off. It's your best secret to ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes, y'all heard that? It's right next to Smithfield Stadium on Lakeland Drive.
In fact, we're part of the stadium.
It's to the right.
Lakeland Drive. Just go to Smithfield Stadium.
You're going to pass the stadium. It's going to be right there to your right.
Yeah. Or just call and do what everybody else say. Where y'all at?
769-230-4819.
Yes. So what are some fun facts about Churchill? Some fun facts that you would like to give us?
Fun facts. Churchill is one of the best spots in the city to watch any kind of sport event. We have over 15 televisions, and we have a wide array of space. And, you know, of course, as the NFL season going on right now, we have the Sunday tickets, so we have every NFL game on. So whatever your favorite team, you can come out and watch. We also have the NBA League Pass, so whatever your favorite NBA team, you can come out and watch that as well. We also do something special on Sundays where we will cook a little something for everyone. It's free for our customers who come in and participate in Churchill. And we also, throughout the year, we got constantly doing events like Sharita's Black Dollars Matter. That's every quarter, where she do a pop-up shop with black vendors coming in and shop. And we'd love for you to come out and participate and get involved with some of the other black vendors and other black business owners, to spread the wealth, to share some black dollars with them, so to speak.
Yeah, Mimosa Sunday.
Yeah, Mimosa Sunday. That's true.
Yeah, I make a mean mimosa.
And in fact, we're gonna try to do that a little bit more often. In fact, I'm gonna try to remember this week to make sure we get everything we need to start doing that every Sunday for the ladies. Like even on ladies' night, the first glass of wine is free from 6 to 9 p.m.
on Friday
night. So you can come out and enjoy us, and you can listen to some cool R&B and blues during the day, and then at night you get something more popular and current music, so to speak.
Most definitely. Well, I want to give a big shout out to Churchill because I've been there 6 years now, and I've been shown nothing but love. And I truly appreciate the customers. I truly appreciate everybody that's come and support us and keep my tip bucket full. Thank you all so much. The cup runneth over. So very grateful for that. Preston, what social media platforms can they find us on?
You can find Churchill on every social media platform. The Churchill Smoke Shoppe on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You can follow us on either one of those. And we do have a website as well, ChurchillSmokeShoppe.com. Shop is spelled SHOPPE, the old English way. And you can get updated some information there. But if you can follow us on any of the social media platforms, you'll get information on constant things we have going on at Churchill. One of the things we do offer to customers, we do custom cigars for special events and things like that. In fact, if you saw the championship game this weekend, Jackson State, when they beat Prairie View A&M, the cigars that were passed around, those are from Churchill.
Wow.
In fact, those cigars will be on sale this week in the shop because we have another batch that just came in. So everybody want a commemorative cigar to celebrate the championship weekend last weekend, they'll be available at Churchill. I think those cigars run about $10 each.
Okay. Y'all hear that, ladies? If your man smoke cigars, you can go and have a top of the line. You can have
we deal with nothing but premium cigars.
You can have one crafted for them. That's a great gift now. It's a great gift.
It sure is. So Preston, let me ask you about cigar etiquette.
Okay.
Because that gets really interesting in a cigar shop sometimes.
Right.
A lot of people, they come in a cigar shop sometimes still with the club mentality. Yeah. And, some people that are used to smoking cigarettes and Black and Milds don't really understand that there's a big difference in smoking cigars.
Right.
So would you give us a briefing of some cigar etiquette? What should you really not do at a cigar
shop
when you bring yourself in a cigar shop? Please give the do's and the do nots.
Well,
please.
It's one of those things where you try to be as welcoming as you can be to people who don't know. Mm-hmm. So, don't be afraid to ask if you want to know something. That's the biggest thing I would tell anybody going to any shop to ask. The first thing I would tell anybody to do is observe. The rules will be, every cigar shop you go into in this country, the rules will be written somewhere. You will be able to see, what this cigar shop, what is the cutting fee, how they operate, and things like that. When we talk about the strictly etiquette, one thing I always tell people that you want to do is when you're handling the cigars, because most cigar shops you're allowed to go into the cases and pick your own cigar out. Do not squeeze the cigar. Cigars are tightly hand wrapped. These are premium cigars. Each cigar is rolled individually. These are not machine rolled cigars. So squeezing on a cigar, you can possibly bust the band and give the next customer a defective product. So never go in and squeeze in on a cigar. That is taboo. You never want to do that. Other things, I would suggest there's Cigar Aficionado. There were Gentleman's Gazette. There's places all over the internet where you can see the basic rules of a cigar shop. Yeah. When you go in a cigar shop, one of the things you want to do is peruse whoever cigar shop section. It's no different from McDonald's. You can't bring a hamburger from Burger King and sit in McDonald's and eat it. So when you go in a cigar shop, they always ask that you participate as become a patron of the shop before you try to smoke your own cigars and things like that. And usually just ask. That's the biggest thing you can do. Just ask. Communicate with your cigar specialist or your tobacconist behind the counter. And I'm telling you, no matter where you go, they'll be more than willing to help you.
Got it, man. We appreciate that, Mr. Preston. That give us an insight on not only the cigar shop, but etiquette. Because a lot of times we want to be a part of these things, but we don't know the proper way of doing it. And I think that matters.
Scared to ask.
You get mad.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you get perfectionists that get mad, and we've created an atmosphere where people don't, and they will just look at you funny. But you go. One thing I tell people when I tell them something, I'm not telling you for Churchill because I know how we're gonna do you. We're gonna do you the best way we can. I'm telling you for you don't take nothing you learned here, and then you think you can go to a shop in Atlanta, you go to a shop in Dallas, you can go to a shop in Texas. I think that's applicable there. That is usually is not. And you want to keep that etiquette in tow. And then once you become involved in the culture, things will gradually roll off on you and things like that. You'll be able to pick it up.
Got it. So y'all hear that out there, callers? You're looking for a nice spot to go to, a new experience to try, a gift for your man or your woman. It don't matter. Churchill
Smoke Shoppe. And don't forget to tip your bartender. I just want to... this is for all bartenders, okay? I'm going to go ahead and say it. For all bartenders, when you go somewhere and you're getting service, please don't say, well, this is what they get paid to do. Come on now.
Right.
Come on now.
That work. Right.
Come on now. I'm going to just say this. If you want to get treated special, you should leave some special tips, okay? All right. And I know a bunch of bartenders are thanking me for that. You all are welcome. But please, come see us. You all can catch me there Thursday through Sunday. I'm usually there after 7 p.m. And on Sundays, I'm usually there after 3 o'clock mixing up mimosas. All right?
Hey.
So, Preston, is there anything else you'd like to add? And Brian, did you want to ask Preston anything else?
Oh, man, he answered all my questions already. I might have to slide through and learn myself.
Go in there squeezing on those cigars.
Yeah.
I
Keep that etiquette now, Brian, because I'm going to talk about you.
I ain't squeezing on nothing. All I'm doing is look and observe.
And ask questions. I'm going to make sure you're good. I got you.
Just the only thing I would say, just come out and spend some time with us. I'm sure you enjoy it. You won't meet a better set of group of people from the people behind the counter to the people on the other side of the counter. It's a very welcoming atmosphere. There's no need to feel embarrassed, no need to feel ashamed if you don't know something. We'd be more than willing to help you and take you on that journey through cigars.
It's y'all have any type of special announcements or events coming up?
Other than I know we have a couple of Christmas parties. I think I saw in the
December
calendar
18th. There's a Christmas party, and it's also a toy drive too.
I'm about to say there's a toy drive
that night. So I want to say it starts at maybe 7 or 8. But is it on? It should be on the page, right?
It should be.
The flyer should be out. If not, I'll make sure I share the flyer too. We also have every Friday night is Ladies' Night. And we already talked about customer appreciation on Sunday. Yeah. So as of right now, that's about it. However, don't forget we have Wind Down Yoga this Saturday. I am the yoga instructor. The Sweetest Body, Peace, and Love is my business. I teach yoga, meditation, and I'm also a card reader. So we have Wind Down Yoga this Saturday at noon at Churchill in the big room. It's $10 per person. And you all can contact me if you want more info on that. You can contact The Sweetest Body, Peace, and Love on Facebook, Instagram, and also on YouTube. You can check out some of my yoga. And that's my plug. I'm done.
All right. Special shout out to Jackson State. I don't want to not give them a shout out. SWAC champions. Yes. We're going to Atlanta.
Yes.
So if you can, come join us in Atlanta. I'm gonna be there. I don't know if anybody else will be there, but I'm gonna be there.
I'm not. Unfortunately, I would love to, but I won't be there. So y'all turn up for me.
I do want to do a special shout out to them. Mr. Preston, got anything else that you want to add?
No, not as far as churches. Like I said, just come out and visit with us and let us help you on that cigar journey.
All right, well, hang around. We got a juicy topic coming up, guys. One that the city has been talking about, city's been buzzing about, and we want y'all opinion on it. We want to see how y'all feel about it, what we should do, what action we need to take, what route we need to go, because this is important. And for some people think it's an attack on black people in a city that's 85% black. So that's the topic we're going to discuss next. I'm not sure if y'all seen or heard or got word of mouth, but in Fondren and in Old Canton and a few other areas, they was towing black cars. I'm sorry, They're towing cars
that belong to black people.
that belong to black people.
Look, they black cars.
Not black cars. Black people own cars. All right, let me make sure I get that straight. All right, then.
Yeah. And so supposedly it was taking place in the Fondren area. And even some cars had been taken from last call too.
Yeah, last call.
Spots that usually cars aren't towed in.
Right, so these are legally parked cars being towed. In addition to that, the rates that was being charged to get your possession back, your car back, was well over $400, as high as $600. It was done by a company called A&Z Towing.
941 Highway 61 North Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Oh man, all the way down in Vicksburg. Imagine.
I'm telling.
So they were towing the cars while the Jackson State game.
Right, right.
Yep.
So while the game and stuff or festivities were going on for the games, those was when most of the cars were towed. In addition to that, multiple signs and multiple slogans was spread around, especially like the Fondren area, that no game day traffic and things like that.
Only local traffic.
On the game day,
Like only local traffic.
And we know that we share Memorial Stadium with the university, which is right in the dead smack of Fondren. So it's not possible for us not to touch Fondren or go through Fondren to get there in most of the time. But I just want to know how y'all feel. If anyone else has any other information, how you feel about that, really? That's kind of.
It's
crazy.
jacked up, okay?
Yeah,
but no, seriously, I do think that's pretty unfair, especially with what Coach Prime is doing and bringing this money into the city. I think what Jackson State is doing is a beautiful thing. So for people to come out and really try to have the moment to celebrate the newness that has come to the city, the new money that's coming into the city, the new opportunities, that's kind of a slap in the face when you're trying to go out and celebrate.
I agree.
And it's also hurtful when you also a tax-paying citizen.
Right.
And you come out to your car going and you didn't park illegally.
Right.
You parked in the same spot for years. You've been coming down to this game, so, and I know some people, they tailgate faithfully. They're out there at the game faithfully. I'm not one. I've just kind of started getting hip to it. But, I would definitely be frustrated if that was me, and even me just on the outside. I think that's wrong. That's definitely, it's this man. I would be trying to tear the house down, And so when I went and checked out Mississippi Exposed,
okay.
And this is actually my first time checking out this page. I didn't know about it. You all had introduced me to that. And the guy Napoleon, that's his name.
Yeah, Polo Black. They have a show. It's called Polo and Pick. And y'all can. I want y'all to go support that as well. They do a lot. They talk a lot about what's going on in the city of Jackson. Black enlightenment. They talk about uplifting citizens within the black community and things like that. So y'all go check them out as well. But go ahead.
Yeah, but that's where I was able to really get more in-depth information on what started taking place out there. And I want to give a big shout out to him for that, because what he did was he got with JPD and went down to Vicksburg and got some of these people's cars back. Right. And they didn't have to pay any money back. Right. And he's still trying to fight that, even for those who paid, to get them refunds. Right. Supposedly this place has been in different situations with fraudulent transactions, identity theft. The owner has been in prior situations with other businesses also that caused them to be shut down. So it already shows you there that this is a very dishonest location. Yeah. So everything they did was in dishonesty, because that was car theft. Right. That was car theft. Right. That wasn't authorized by anybody in the city of Jackson, supposedly. So if that's the case, they're wrong. So Preston, give us your intake on this. How you feel about it?
First of all, nobody on the roads. I don't know how you put up a sign, no game day traffic. Right. If you're a taxpaying citizen in the city of Jackson, that's ridiculous.
Right. It's as if they want to section off funding from Jackson. No,
that doesn't work like that, because funding exists because of citizens of Jackson.
Because of Jackson.
Whether you pay taxes in West Jackson, or you pay taxes in North Jackson, you help fund those roads that people drive on. Second, one thing I want to see, I don't want to see us take the short end around, just getting people cars back. I think this needs to be taken to the hill so it never happen again. Right. But see, as long as you tolerate stuff like this, you got people who want to take advantage of it. Because that's all it was. It was a group of people, knew the game was going on, There was an influx of people down there, and they decided to come down and take advantage of it.
Right.
And then you know how most people are. You put a little pressure on them, they just give in because they just want their stuff back and go on their way. I mean, I would love to see the city get involved in this, and I would love to see criminal charges. I mean, there's no reason for you to tow cars that nobody called you to tow.
Right.
Tow? That's stealing.
Then you out of Vicksburg. Out of all the tow companies in Jackson.
You can go all the way to Vicksburg.
It is a plethora of tow companies in Jackson.
It was just a simple cash
That
grab.
almost sounded like it was planned.
It was a cash grab.
Yeah.
It's a cash grab. I mean, you think about it. If somebody tow your car, what's the first thing you're going to do? You're going to call around and find your car. Then they're going to tell you what it costs to get it. 9 times out of 10, you pay it without thinking. You know, because you're not thinking about the fact that you just want your car back.
Right.
It's a cash grab. And it was done purposely, you know. And I think it should be taken to the hill. I would love to see, like I said, the city get involved in. Who's the city councilman in that ward? That's Ward 7, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know off the top of my head.
But you know, that brings up another thing I mentioned earlier. I was talking to Street about it. I mean, that's why elections are important. I mean, it's important. I mean, I mentioned them. There's a brother right now, Raheem Talley, who's running for the 3rd Congressional District. That 3rd Congressional District is Fondren.
Right.
That's part of Fondren. I mean, these things are important to get out and support and get people in positions that will hear your voice when people try to take advantage of it. Because this is purely a cash grab.
Right.
And I want to see people take this to the full extent. Don't let them just give you your car back. There's need to be some retribution and action done to this. So that business don't exist anymore.
Most definitely. Well, if anybody wants to chime in and give us your input, please call in. We're taking callers 601-948-5950 or 601-948-5835. Please give us a call if you have an input on this, because we really want to know what the city thinks and what do you all want done about it and what will we do about it. We really want to know.
Yeah, and one of the major things that we can do, especially as residents of Jackson, call your city councilors about issues like this.
Yeah.
You know, make sure that they are aware that we are trying to do something to proactively stop this from happening again. And we can't do slap on the wrist anymore. You have to be very proactive in making sure that this doesn't occur again, because next time it could be your car. It could be your family's car, anything like that. Go ahead,
we
caller.
have a caller.
Good evening. I think that Ward 7 is ran by Virgil Lindsay, I believe.
Yeah, it is Virgil. I couldn't remember, but it is Virgil.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the people need to contact.
And also, you actually got to look at, you saying that they probably did this on their own, but you have to look at those business in Fondren. Maybe it was the business owners that set that up also.
Yeah, that's when I said that it sounds planned. It sounds like they may have set that up deliberately.
Somebody.
You know, but mostly.
They just probably hiding their hands.
Yeah. And these cars were parked legally. It's not like they was parked illegally inside of
All right,
spaces.
y'all have a good evening.
Thank
Thank you so much, caller.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Even like I say, even if it is the business owners, you expose them all. I mean, the reality is you can't tow legal parked cars,
Right.
and business owners don't control public streets.
Go ahead, caller.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah,
Hello.
the question I gonna ask are, did you say that those people was parked legally and not illegally?
Yes, it was parked legally.
They were parked legally.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and the one that told me, and what's the name of the company?
It is A to Z Towing, 941 Highway 61 North, Vicksburg, Mississippi.
You said A1 Towing?
A to Z Towing. A to Z.
Oh,
Letter
A
A
to Z.
to letter Z. A to Z
A
Towing.
to Z Towing.
Yep.
Okay, well, the best way I see you handle that is sue them.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Hit them in the pocket.
You're right.
And I do think those are the precautions that are about to start taking place. The gentleman from Mississippi Exposed, he was down there with some of the people, and he was saying pretty much they want to go ahead and start pressing charges and looking into suing them. So I do think that's what's about to start taking place.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks.
Thank you so much.
caller.
All right.
Yeah, so when I was looking at the videos, and you all can check them out. The page is Mississippi Exposed, and he wasn't playing. This gentleman, this is my first time hearing about him. I'm new to it, so I'm gonna have to do a little more reading and figuring out, what's going on. But he was down there pretty forceful, and you can tell that he was also just as upset as some of the other people. But go ahead.
So no, I was just saying. So there's videos of him helping people get the
yeah,
car.
they
So
they
what did
down
the people
there.
say when they told them that they told legally park cars?
Well, we didn't get that part of the but
okay.
you just kind of saw him going back and forth with the workers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of him going back and forth with the workers because and they were kind of upset. And the funniest thing, one of them said an officer gave him permission. And so the guy's like, well, who was the officer? He's scrolling through his phone. I got the message. He was scrolling for 5 minutes. Never found. Then he come and say it was an Officer Archer. I think he just made that up.
He's telling gave him permission.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
It doesn't even sound right.
No, it doesn't work like that.
And then to be honest with you, they kind of looked like they were, a little drugged out. So you can tell that it was
it's a cash grab. I mean,
yeah, it didn't, you know what I mean.
Right.
I hope that was appropriate.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
They did that like that.
Right.
Okay.
To put matters worse, if you're parked illegally on the street, you also gonna get a ticket.
Yeah, you get a ticket. Yeah.
So how you gonna tow me without a ticket?
So the police bypassed all of this.
Man.
And then why would the police call the people in Vicksburg?
Right.
Out of all the
places
tow
to call.
companies.
Like police probably don't have a compound right down the street from here. It's not even right. It's right
Call
down the street
somebody
from
locally to get the call. Why would you call somebody
here. In Vicksburg.
That's putting money in y'all pocket.
Right, 30 miles that
That
way.
makes no sense. Yeah,
that's
it was all, and they were going through the people's cars. So once they got the cars like on the lot, they were rummaging through their stuff.
I'm gonna ask y'all this
So they
question
were
to ask you at the
stealing
back.
too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, come on up
Do
there.
y'all think this would have happened if there was a Mississippi State or Ole Miss game?
Nah.
Absolutely not.
No.
Not at all. Not at
And then you slide on back to the back.
Because they know they wouldn't tolerate it. I mean, look, let's be honest. If you sitting back and you seen the Alcorn game, you saw homecoming, and then you see this game coming up. I'm thinking that each one of those games was 50,000 plus. This is an opportunity for them to try to take advantage of people.
Right.
That's why I say you gotta go full tilt.
Yeah.
You don't. I mean, you gotta take this as far to make sure that it doesn't cross anybody's mind again.
Right.
Even with some of those businesses who feign and say they support Jackson State, they support these activities. Because let's be honest, we didn't have any issues that weekend.
Right.
It was a great
There's
weekend.
no issues. I mean, crime on the issue with the game and things like that. So I mean, and then to say local businesses trying to And if they did, who are they?
Right.
What business?
Exactly. I agree.
The one power anybody has is where you spend your money
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
and what you choose to do with that money.
You're right.
And that's why it's so important to know who your local black businesses are.
Right.
So you know who you're supporting and you know where your money is going and you know how it's circulating, because when we end up going outside of us, that's where we lost us.
Right.
Well, you got to be intentional with your dollar. I mean, a group of friends, like I told this when I did his show. I mean, a group of us, one thing we do every week, no matter what, we, any money we spend outside our homes, we spend it in we got to go to at least one black business every week. Regardless of what we're doing, or whether it's lunch, whether it's some kind of service, once a week we spend money with a black business. That's one of the things we try to do. That's just my collective group. We do that because we're trying to be intentional with our dollars.
Right.
I mean, the community is only good. The reality is our community is going to be only as strong as our business class.
Right.
And we have to do something to solidify our business class.
You're right. Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that, listeners? Develop you a plan as well. Like Mr. President has, where, hey, I'm at this point in time, I'm gonna support this particular business, especially the ones that's inside your community that's making a difference, because that's the only way we can continue to move the needle forward. I've been a resident of Jackson for over 15 years now, Mr. Stanley. I'm a graduate of Jackson State, class of 2014. I never heard about nothing like this happening. I've been to numerous Jackson State events, games, festivities, and I've never heard about this particular event happening. So it does feel intentional. But let us know what you think. We'll be here a little bit longer.
Accepting calls. You can call in 601-948-5950 or 601-948-5835.
Yeah. But shout out to some of the stuff that's going around Jackson. We have it's several Christmas toy drives going on. We have one going on at my job, which is on Highland Colony. So it's the Big Bank Plus by the Big Bank Plus building. There's another one going on at the Planet Fitness, I think, in Jackson. Another toy drive going on. It's several other events.
I got
get
the
a list.
details now. The one I was trying to say, my boy
Okay.
put it up. Thank you
Oh,
so
go
much,
ahead, go ahead,
Chad.
go ahead.
I know Chad is one of the gentlemen over Soul City Smoke Fest.
Okay.
And it's a smokers Christmas party presented by Soul City Smoke Fest, and that is Saturday, December 18th, 2021 at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And we got another caller.
Give us 1 second, Colin.
Okay. But yeah, okay.
Go ahead, Colin.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Hey,
All right, how
brother,
are you?
doing?
Yeah, I'm that's a surprise to me about this incident about the towing of the vehicle. Now, that was 3 big games in a row at the stadium. Was there a problem with towing in all 3 big games?
According to the Mississippi Exposed place, it was issues with all of them, but we didn't get word of it until the Alcorn game, and then of course the SWAC championship.
I think it was just worse this last time.
Yeah. And if you go to that Mississippi Exposed page, he did deep diving into try to find these people that was impacted by it, try to figure out what happened, where it was going, things like that. But according to him, it had been going a little bit longer. It just got worse, progressively worse. As Jackson State progressed through the through the season. I'm sorry.
Well, what did Jackson State say about it?
Well, we don't know yet. We haven't had any type of official word from Jackson State per se. And I don't know if they will speak on it because it's not necessarily a Jackson State issue, but it should be. But that's a good question. I'll check around, I ask around to see if they know anything about this or if they do anything about it as well, because that does impact Jackson State.
And
To a
last
degree.
thing, did these people actually have to pay to get their cars back?
Oh man,
Some
did they?
did, yeah.
Did they have to pay?
Yeah.
They have to pay
It was
extremely
between
high rates.
$400 at least to $400 to $500.
Yeah, the average price was like $470 to get your car, and that's in Vicksburg. You gotta go in Vicksburg
That's
to get
price.
it.
You had to drive to Vicksburg in order to get your car, and supposedly they wasn't even getting receipts or paperwork back from it.
Right.
Once you paid them.
One person said they didn't even get their change, so it was a significant issue.
And you came from another county to another county to tow vehicles illegally.
Right.
Yep.
Yes, definitely needs to be checked into.
Yeah, I was about to say it sounds intentional.
It sounds dirty.
Yeah. But do you think those white business owners in the area was kind of jealous that so many black people assembled together and come together and everything? The one thing I say is, and I'm gonna hang up. Do you know whether there was many black vendors at the stadium?
It was. Well, I was there at the stadium for a significant time. I was tailgating, so I made there about 9 a.m. and the game started at 3. It were a bunch of black vendors, but not too many. It was a bunch of people tailgating, of course. But I don't think the black vendors per se was the issue. Now, if you tell me that a bunch of people got together and came up with a plan to do it, and I believe that, because think about it. Prime had just got on the news and said all of Mississippi should be supporting Jackson State.
He sure did.
He
called out the
just
whole
said
place.
that the whole if Ole Miss is not playing, Mississippi State not playing, Southern Miss is not playing, Alcorn is not playing. We have all these different universities here. Only Jackson State played that weekend, so there's no reason why we all can't unite and play. And support Jackson State at that point in time. So he already said that. So sometimes. I do believe things happen, but sometimes things are organized and planned.
Yeah, it's a plot. I feel like that had to be not only them that company or establishment being money hungry,
Right.
but also coming from somebody trying to be slick.
Right, but because think about this. What black? I mean, well, I'm not even black, but what towing company in Jackson will agree to do that? There's nobody in Jackson that's going to agree to do that.
Nah, like that, yeah.
Right.
Like that, right?
And you in Jackson? And you got faces
Right
the
here.
same citizens every day?
Look, we can find you.
Right, we can find you. Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
I'm sorry, Carl. Can you turn on your radio? We can't hear you clearly.
Turn your radio down.
Okay, where was the area they were storing cars from?
And Fondren, for sure. And
Fondren area, the old Canton area.
And some cars at Last Call and
Last Call.
along that whole area of Last Call.
And not only that, I noticed that the area by the old Churchill, like that last factory that they had torn down. I know that the Mississippi College, Bear Hayward, they was charging people $30 there.
Yeah, well, now that's something that we probably can't address, because they're gonna be price gouging for parking. They definitely gonna be price gouging for parking. That's been a common thing for the last few years, and we know it's a parking issue going on with that whole area. It's kind of hard to park. But if you want to park on, especially certain properties, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it. Even at
Okay, but who does that spot?
City Jackson not responsible.
Yeah, the stadium itself is owned by UMC. Okay, however, certain businesses and personal people around the area charge different prices for parking. Now you can find some free parking, but you may have to walk a distance. Like for example, we parked at Wendy's. The Wendy's is right there on State Street, and they charge $20 for parking. So yeah, so
and I guess there's a lot of people parking over there that was from out of town, but I'm not getting $100 and I'm not going to put you can park over there free. So when I'm seeing $30 and the one of my things I'm taking in the money, and I just
and the parking is just a convenience. Most people try and get close as they can, so they don't mind paying the extra price. But even to park on the stadium is $30. So I understand that perspective. Yeah.
When we tried to pull on the stadium the day before, it was $25. So yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do much.
Not gonna be able to do much stuff.
Private parking,
right?
Because I'm letting you use my lot. They can charge you $100.
They can charge whatever they want to charge. You get in there.
Yeah, that's you pay it. Yeah.
While we have a little time left, I do want to go ahead and shed some light on some black businesses in the area.
That's my favorite part of the segment.
What the Black Corner, and I love that title. That was awesome, Brian. I like that. So, of course, we mentioned the Swizz Body Peace and Love, which I am the owner of. We've already gave you a briefing and a wonderful description of Churchill Smoke Shoppe. I kind of wanted to put out a couple of people, and I know you got some people too, probably.
Go ahead.
So I want to give a big shout out to my chiropractor, Joe Clay, at Elite Healthcare Alliance. They're located 6512 Dogwood View Parkway, Suite D. And listen, just because I do yoga, that does not mean I don't need to get my body snapped, crackled, and popped, okay? So I recommend, if you've never taken a visit to the chiropractor, I recommend it. It really does alleviate some of the tension off your bones and your joints and your muscles. It is a life-changing experience. That's something that I have to do every month now. I might be addicted. Also, I want to give a shout out to Queen Franklin's Closet. All right, that is my spiritual counselor. She is awesome. She does Queen sessions, to where she does counseling sessions with you personally, or even couple sessions. She even does house smudging, so to cleanse the area, to cleanse your home. She even comes and does that. She has a store. Well, it's an intimate setting, but it's pretty much her store. And she sells incense, sage, healing stones, necklaces, bracelets, all kind of stuff to help heal and ease the spirit and the mind and the soul. So I definitely recommend checking her out. She is at the Synergy Link building, 135 Bound Street, 39206. And lastly, the Village Kitchen. You ever ate at the Village Kitchen, Brian?
All the time.
So my brother is the owner of the Village Kitchen.
Oh, for real?
Antron McKay, that's my brother.
Oh man.
Not by blood, but blood wouldn't make us any closer. And my husband is the kitchen manager there. So I definitely recommend y'all check out the Village Kitchen. The Village, it is located 219 West County Line Road, Jackson, Mississippi, 39213. It used to be Country Kitchen. If anybody's familiar with that area right by Tougaloo College, everybody knows Country Kitchen was the truth. Best soul food, and it had Kool-Aid. Look, they had red Kool-Aid, okay? Y'all know we don't say strawberry, but we say red Kool-Aid. So, yeah, and so they ended up moving out to Clinton. So now my brother and my husband are getting it popping over there at the Village Kitchen. They have the best wings ever.
Hey man, slide there and get your snack pack.
Yes, get the snack pack. Do you like the flip sauce?
I do. I've tried all these sauces. It's very good. I normally get the veggie burger. That's what I get a lot of times. Everything is very good. Mr. Preston, you got any black businesses you want to shout out, sir?
Oh man, I wish. I would tell you this. I would invite people to go look into the Mississippi Black Chamber of Commerce, ran by J.R. Jones. They're active in the state. They offer various services to people who are in business and starting business. That's a good tool and resource to use as you develop your ideas to get into business. That's one thing I would like to make sure everybody aware of that.
All right. I want to say a special shout out to a young lady I know. She's a part of the Mississippi Plus America pageant. Now, I did not know there was a pageant going on until she came and told me. But, they're currently getting support there. So if you have a candidate there or a friend there, go check them out. I encourage people to support. But you can go to their website to see all the candidates and stuff like that. But her name is Ariel Galloway. She's also the owner of Visual Arts. It's a company that she runs as well. So I want to do a special shout out to her. She's very good people. We can never say enough about Herbal Blessings downtown on Ferris Street.
Yes.
We can never not give them the proper due that they need, because health is wealth.
And Meals That Heals.
Right.
Vegan restaurant. Vegan restaurant. A lot of times we want to eat healthier. We want to try to get our foot in the door for a better lifestyle, but we don't know where to go.
Right.
We don't know what to get. We just think just eat a bunch of salad and drink some water, but it takes more than that. Herbal Blessing. If you go down there and let them know what it is that you're really trying to do, what you're trying to heal, what you're trying to cleanse, they're going to give you everything you need, plus more. Naturally.
And I think that's important. If anybody got any businesses, they can call in and let us know. They can write us on a Facebook post. But we try to make sure that we let people know what's going on. By next week, we'll try to have a list of other businesses that might be doing Christmas events. So stay tuned for that, because that's important for the city of Jackson. It's always important to give, especially in times like this, for people who do not have it. Especially coming off coronavirus and things like that. Even though we know it's still here, those burdens have been eased. And just look forward to some of the other things that we'll be doing within the city of Jackson, within the Buy Black Jackson program and things like that, because we always encouraging our communities, our black folks, to make sure you shop where you live. If you can shop where you live, you can build where you live. If you don't control your dollar, you won't control anything.
Most definitely.
Anybody got any last remarks before we let Brother Stanley take us on the way?
Well, just make sure everybody keep in mind that energy doesn't die, it transfers. So make sure you are spreading the right energy.
All right. You got anything for us?
No. I appreciate you having us out. Again, come out and visit Churchill. Also, I'd like to mention, I did mention earlier, we do have a young man running for Congress, the 3rd Congressional District, Raheem Talon.
Okay.
I think you can check out his website, Elect Raheem, to get some information about him.
Okay. That's pretty good to know. That's pretty good to know. Again, we got about four minutes.
Just to let the people know, we looking forward for some different things that we got going on. But we're not gonna give you all what we got going on. But in the near future, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we're gonna be introducing you to some new things that we got coming to Buy Black Jackson. I think you guys will appreciate it. But Again, we're not going to give you too much right now, but we will.
Stay
But
tuned.
it's
Yeah, stay
coming.
tuned.
Stay tuned, baby. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And leave everybody with a cliffhanger. Huh?
Yeah, you
Yep.
got to. You can't,
Next time
you
on
can't
Dragon
show,
Ball Z.
You can't show your foot here every time.
I hate it when Dragon Ball Z went
It's like a bad poker player. All he's doing is just showing his hand every time. He going all in. He's going
Yeah.
all in.
I'm excited about it. I can't wait to tell them.
Yeah. Don't forget, wind down yoga. I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. Look, it's nothing wrong with trying out yoga. I know some people say, well, I'm not flexible enough, or let me lose weight first, baby. You got to go on and put your foot in the dough. You can't start walking until you crawl, so definitely come check me out. I also do personal sessions. You can come to me or I can come to you. But definitely make sure you all contact me to get a good stretch in. My sessions do come with aroma and sound therapy too. So if you're ready to get a good stretch in and go into the new year good and a little flexible, call me.
Brian mentioned something earlier. I want to mention this before we leave out of here. When he mentioned COVID, let's be aware that 41% of black businesses suffered closures during COVID. I think over the last quarter, we did have some gains. I think double-figure gains, but keep that in mind as, these businesses try to recover, to get back up to speed, and they can do with your support.
Right.
It doesn't cost anything. Not asking you to spend no money than you already spend. If you buy toothpaste, buy black toothpaste. Just be intentional with your money.
I think the statement you made about how you and your group of friends, y'all pick somewhere every week to shop with, I think that is a challenge that we all should take on.
Right. That's why I encourage all the callers, develop your own particular strategy and plan out that you're going to do, and stay consistent with it and spread it.
Yep.
You can't
just pick somewhere new every week. It doesn't matter whether it's a black gas station, a black beauty supply, anything.
Black grocery store.
We had a black-owned grocery store, Jackson Cascade. People didn't support it. We had a black-owned beauty supply, Ideal Beauty Supply. People didn't support it. So,
but you're making those purchases, though.
Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Go ahead, caller.
Caller, you on
I
there?
wanted to ask Stanley about the vegan restaurant that he had.
Yes, sir. Meals That Heals. Meals That Heals is over on Ferris Street. You know where Herbal Blessings are on Ferris Street? You know where Ferris Street Baptist Church is?
Yes.
Right across the street. Meals That Heals is 100% plant-based. They don't cook with no meat or dairy product. I got some spaghetti there today.
It's so good, the pecan spaghetti.
Pecan spaghetti. You would thought you was eating some beef spaghetti. Go there and get it.
It's delicious.
Matter of fact, I went back and got seconds.
I heard Taco Tuesday is the truth, though. I heard it's a line out there. You got to get there at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so go by and let them know that you heard it on this show.
Yeah, go back and tell Eric and his family that we love them and the show sent you down there.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
No problem at all.
And also, we have 5 on black gas stations here in the city of Jackson. We got one on Walking Shell. Walking the Shell.
Right down the corner? Oh, I stay down the street. I can go there. I didn't know that.
You come on up a little bit on Bailey Avenue at, what's the name of that street? Bailey... Main Street.
Maze.
Main Street. Maze and Bailey. Not directly on the corner, but the one behind
it. Yeah.
Behind, that's black on. Then you go on Freedom Corner, J&A Fuel. And they are black on.
But you know what would be so helpful? When we are able to provide all that information for everybody.
We got something in the works.
So
also Chuck Stop over there on Roberts, right down the street from the radio station here, Chuck Stop. They are black owned. Also Sheriff 66 right here on University Boulevard. Yeah. They only sell gas there, but it's ethanol free gas. But the thing about it is Jackson is 85% black, and we don't have but 5 black owned.
Yeah, that's
something that we need to work on. But guys, we got one more minute. I'm gonna let y'all close it out when you get.
Well, thank you all so much for tuning in to By Black Jackson. You'll be able to catch me, Sarita Lakim, here every Wednesday. Well, I'm sorry, every second and fourth Wednesday at 8 p.m. Brian?
Yeah, I'll be here every Wednesday. You know, wait for you to come back.
I'll be here, baby. Just hold on. I'll be here. So thank you all so much. We appreciate it. Make sure you continue to support your black local businesses. Continue to let that money circulate amongst each other.
All right, and we out.
Deuces.
Great show.
Okay.
Cool it down.
Look good.
Treat every mic like it's hot.
Heard.
Don't worry, I'm gonna turn yours off. Don't go worry. Don't go worry. I'm gonna turn it off. I got another $100 commitment, Mr. Stanley. I'm up to $400.
So yeah, I told him I was gonna talk to you about us getting the ad and the book. It's $100 for half a page.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, that's no problem.
So I'll let you know when the money's due. So you got Churchill Preston.
Yeah, we do.
We do have a page. Yeah, but I told you, because I'm gonna do one too.
On the discount, you get it on?
Okay, so we're about to start working on a like a discount card, and it's $25 a year for the person who owns the card, but it's free to the business. And it's you giving out discounts for anybody who holds this card. So say if we do, 5% off your total purchase if you got this card, or
We can do that.
$10 off, $50 or more, something like that.
Just whatever discount.
Yeah, we can.
Just like we do the 10% for the what you call it.
Yeah, I can just add one and just say Buy Black discount.
Or just put / back with that VIP thing. Since it's 10%.
Yeah, just do 10%. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's no problem.
Yeah.
We can add us to the list. Yeah.
Okay. That's something we gonna have it in the booklet as well. See, we worked on, I put out a little booklet.
They're playing the championship.
But it
So
wasn't big.
this what we're about to get. We kind of in the works. So this what the card gonna be like. That's what the discount card, and this the booklet, and we'll have it here.
And Detroit play
Different places you can go.
Yep. And then this is the ad book that we're talking about. Because we got something we got coming up. And so we're gonna need, because this is for what we doing.
No, that's not the ad book. That's something that's
What?
the ad book, yeah.
Wait, oh, right here. This ad book. Wait, the one that we did for the page, for the half a page.
Yeah, this here is the black business listing.
There we go. Because I'm mixing everything up. But that's what they get the half a page for to go in
You
here.
get half. I just got this to show them if somebody want to know how big is the
Oh, okay, but it's for this though. It's for this. Okay. So yeah, so it's basically it'll be $100 for half the page.
Yeah,
$2
we got
for the whole page.
Yeah,
But so
half
we
page
need.
Yeah, we can do that. That's no
Yeah,
problem.
so I just want to make sure we was good with that. So we'll be in here, and we're gonna do a cigar shop section because we don't have a cigar shop section. So I'm gonna holler at Mark, and I'm gonna holler at Tommy and them downtown.
Yeah.
And holler at them about that. So we'll have a section for that since we now at least have 3.
See, we gonna get 5,000 copies of this book, and we gonna take them to different locations. Gonna bring some.
And we'll be a pickup location too.
Yeah.
And I think, and we need to put some back there on those tables in the man cave, like we do the magazine.
Now that right there, that's something I was working on. I never did get it implemented. So I'm finished. That was about a year ago.
Yeah, that's how much I pay for those cards?
Now see, the card will be, right now, we don't have 5 members. I don't have the board right now. Once we start getting these implemented, we're gonna get applications, and I remember the $25 a year, for the card, membership card. The members will be able to get that card too.
Yeah, so that, yeah.
Oh, I forgot we still on air, Lord. I'm about to start singing. I said, hold on.
Do that easy.
I'm about to scare the people.
That should be good.
Thank y'all. I forgot I still had this thing on.
The board too, probably for long, once we get it.